go to my Facebook channel or go to my YouTube channel. All right, we live, man. We live. All right, Hearn, let me give you a call back. Damn, they heard your name on live. Brian Maxwell, Motivation. Okay, bro. All right. Welcome to another episode of Car Biz in the Raw. We give it a quick minute, let some people chime in here, because I do have some guests on here today. Well, I got one guest right now. I have another person that's supposed to be on. So we're going to give it a hot second. And I want to welcome everybody for coming in. I'm going to go ahead and do my split screen and let everybody see myself and one of my other presenters. Appreciate everybody for chiming in. Andrew, is it showing? Oh, let me add you to the stream. My bad. All right, there we go. All right, you on? Can you hear me okay?
It's low.
It's low? You can barely hear me? Okay, you good? All right. All right, Andrew. I appreciate you being on. I can't hear you. Everybody on here, let's see. Let's make sure we got our volumes and everything, right? Let me unmute your mic. Go ahead, Andrew. I can hear you. Oh no. I'm muted the mic. Go ahead.
You hear me now?
Yeah. If y'all on here, can y'all do me a favor and let me know if y'all can hear us okay? I want to make sure that we heard okay. Then we got my man Deric on here. Let me go ahead and split that up. Let me add you to the stream. All right. And we even got the red shoe sales dude on here. Can you hear me, Deric?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. Andrew, can you okay? All right. And we already got somebody that liked it real fast. And let me add my guy to the stream, the red shoe Nissan dude. So what I'm going to be doing, I don't know what happened to red shoe Nissan dude. But we're going to get into it, man. You know, really, I just wanted to, I'm glad we got everybody on here. And these three gentlemen that I asked to join in are three men that I respect in this game. Number one, I wanted to bring some people to the forefront that are actually out here that are selling at dealerships, okay? Because a lot of times I jump on and, you know, I give my videos and whatnot and I do my talking, but it's always good to hear it from the people's mouth who are out here selling 20, 30, and even 40 units a month. We even got my man Deric on here, who is an internet marketing whiz and works for dealerships, driving in leads and getting deals, okay? So what I want to do is I'm going to start off just by asking some questions. And I want you guys just to be straight up and down with the people, you know, let them know, you know, what's going on. This is straight talk. When I say Car Biz in the Raw, we giving it to them in the raw. And as far as profanity goes, we know how YouTube gets down with profanity. So if by chance you get super excited and feel the need to curse somebody out or, you know, use some of those words, be mindful that YouTube will strike the video down if we get too buck wild on the cursing. But I'm real happy that you guys took time out of your day to jump on here. We got people that are looking, people that are in the industry, and they want to know what's happening. So Andrew, do me a favor, man. Tell the people a little bit about yourself, what dealership you at, how long you've been doing it.
Yeah, Brian. I'm
part
of Step One Automotive. I'm part of Stick. Can you hear me? Brian, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Brandon, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear everybody.
Brandon, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Brandon, can you hear me?
Can everybody else hear me?
We can hear you, bro.
I want to make sure everybody can hear. Okay, let me go to this audio.
Yeah.
Let me switch something up. Let me switch my speaker up. I'm sorry. That's more so me. Let's go. All right. All right, fellas. Okay, Andrew, you go ahead and let me see.
Can you
go
hear
ahead,
me,
Andrew? Tell the people about yourself, man.
My name's Andrew Helby. Been in the business about 3 years. 2010, I started in the automotive industry as an oil changer at a Ford dealership in Georgia. Went through the service levels, became a service manager. Moved to Florida after the divorce. Picked up selling pre-owned cars for Step One Automotive Group here in Florida. We're a pretty big group and growing every day. Been in the business for about 3 years, and through a lot of trials and tribulations and learning from making mistakes, getting up to that 20 car level, doing it month to month lately, and just super happy to be part of Step One Automotive Group and the process that they use, and applying my abilities to the process and selling some cars along the way.
Hoorah.
Right.
Can you hear me, Brian?
Oh, we lost you, Brian. Now we can't hear you.
Brian, I can't hear you for anything.
Yeah, we kind of lost him. I guess while he's getting that situated, I'll go
Can
next.
you fellas hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. I can hear you just fine. I guess I'll go next. I'm Deric Bumper. I got started in the business, man. I want to say probably at 2015. I started off selling motorcycles at Low Country Harley Davidson. That was my first big ticket sales gig within the kind of the automotive-ish type side. And ended up moving from Charleston, South Carolina to Biloxi, where I got with Group 1 Automotive. Was absolutely terrible at sales, the worst person. But I had a lot of heart, man, a lot of passion. And what I focused on was, I remember Brett was my first GM. He told me, just get him in the door. We'll figure out the rest when you get here. And that's always been something that I kind of remembered and always focused on. And I ended up getting really good at it, even though I was a terrible salesman at first. Couldn't close a door. You know what I'm saying? I ended up getting good at getting dealerships, getting folks in the dealerships. About 6 months in automotive business, I was promoted to internet manager, then internet director in some places, BDC manager, and that's kind of been within my wheelhouse. Now with American Car Center, as the social media specialist and corporate trainer, just travel around and kind of get our guys on point and everything with social media and running ads and things like that. I'm in Charleston, South Carolina right now. Rocking it out. You can hear me though, right, Andrew?
I got everything up now. Can you hear me, Brian? I can hear you, my friend.
Okay, cool. That's my story though. That's pretty much me in a nutshell.
Can y'all hear me, dude?
I can hear you now a lot better.
Yeah.
A lot better.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, everybody's in now. Good. All right, we good. All right, so Brandon, is Brandon there?
I think he dipped out.
Where's he at? Oh, let me add him in. I'm sorry, Brandon. Hold on. Somehow he got. There you go. There you go, B. B, tell him about yourself, man.
I'm sitting here yelling. All right, here we go. All right, my name is Brandon Kaufman. I'm originally from Peoria, Illinois. My name is Brandon Kaufman. I'm originally from 2 weeks after I graduated high school, I went to the military, went to the Navy. 2 weeks after Once I got out, I went to college at Southern Illinois University in Carbondale. Met my wife and we moved here to Jefferson City, Missouri. I think 2 weeks after we moved here, I saw a newspaper ad that said make $100,000 a year, and so I applied, and it was a car business. My first month, I sold 26 cars, and I've been addicted to it ever since. I've been selling for 9 years, and my whole thing is just being an expert prospect. You know, getting them in the door is what I really feel like that's my specialty, and you know, I'm selling 30, 35 cars a month. That's my specialty, and you know, I'm selling 30, 35 cars a month.
You damn sure are. Now do me a favor, because again, a lot of people, when I put these stuff out and I travel around and I do my classes and I put out podcasts and the videos, a lot of times people believe that there are folks out there right now that are literally selling 20 or more cars a month, even during COVID-19. So Brandon, do me a favor. Please share with us that from between March and right now, what has been your average and what was your biggest month between the beginning of the COVID-19 situation and now? So we want to know what you average and what your biggest month was. Let the people know, brother.
My biggest month was 47 and a half in April.
Yep.
My average is about 35 to 37 cars a month. That's during COVID since March 19th. When we considered COVID really starting, that's when we started taking precautions.
You sold 47 and a half cars during April while COVID-19 was going on. And let me ask you, with everybody knowing that the amount of people that were coming into the dealership, I'm sure, slowed down drastically, how were you able to hit such a monstrous number with less customers coming in, but you did better than you ever had before? What was the key?
There was a lot to add to it. So we lost some people at the beginning of COVID. People who were taking the furlough and all of that. They felt that it would be safer to be at home, and I looked at it like, hey, let's just see what happens. And so we had a hailstorm, and the hailstorm on top of COVID. People were not really paying attention to the fact that there was COVID. They were like, hey, I need a car. And I mean, I would come in an hour before and I would leave, at an hour after we closed. And sometimes I was taking 5 and 6 customers at a time just to sell them a car. And I mean, it's one of those things. It was a lot of stress and very tiring, but it was very rewarding at the end of the month. It's one of those things. It was a lot of stress and very tiring, but it was very rewarding at the end of the month.
Now, you said something, which was you got really skilled driving people in. Because one of the things I stress, and I tell people all the time, you can wait on lot traffic and make a respectable amount of money at your dealership, 50, 60,000. Or you can really channel your energy on driving business to you, because the national closing average is between 22 and 25%. Okay. Now, whenever and that's just people on traffic, 22 to 25% national average. If you greet them, put them in the seat, whatever. Now, when you generate your own business, which means people are calling your store asking for you, people are walking in asking for you, people are going to your social media page looking for you, the average goes up as high as 60%. Okay, as high as 60%, which means that you can waste your time 2 out of 10 just rolling or you could channel your energy to potentially closing 6 out of 10, because you can't close, you can't control. So when you're having people come in, ask for you right out the back, call you, looking for what it is you have, knowing what it is you offer, and wanting it from you, it's a lot easier. Now, that's going to take me to one of my other guests, Deric Bumber. Now, one thing that Deric really focuses on is driving business. So do me a favor, Deric, please share with them, what it is you do that makes it where you literally, drive people into your store and get it done.
So it's pretty simple, actually. I think that I'll try to focus on what we think is important instead of what we think is important instead of what the customer journey. And it's best to focus on promoting where what I found form of marketing, but most importantly is the marketing. When we focus on those simple things like working with you, how fast it was, no hassle, and get an overwhelming response back. I think what's the national response back? I think what's the national 13 to 15 bucks, somewhere around there per average. 13 to 15 bucks, somewhere around there per average. $1. On average. And the reason being is because getting some customers. I can say how good all day, but when I can leave, the place they took all COVID caution, most important, took care, taking advantage of. process. When you can convey that to what customers are afraid of, because folks are just tired of that typical process. Show the truth, not just, more importantly, your separate. And that's what brings traffic into our dealership. Focus on that. Go to guys without much corporate marketing, just that grassroots style marketing. The city.
Man. And, you know, and again, that's one of the things that I know a lot of people do struggle with. A lot of folks, they struggle with driving people into the business. For one, let's just face it. Most people cannot stand the phone, dude. I remember when I was at the store, I would literally run away from the phone. I couldn't stand it. Why? Because I would be terrified if somebody picked up, I didn't know what to say. So do was get those dials out the way, and y'all know what I'm about. I know y'all are seasoned vets now, and Brandon jumped in and did 26 his first month. I didn't. As everybody already knows, I sucked when I first started. I got, like Deric, I was probably the worst salesperson my dealership had at that time. Why? Because I thought I knew everything. I thought sales was about the gift of gab, and it's not. It's about the gift of listening. I thought that I could bullshit my way and talk people into buying a vehicle or the art of persuasion, and that's not what sales is about. Sales is about identifying the need or the problem and presenting a solution for it. Okay? Now, you know, me, I was at a new car dealership when I started what I do. And you know, you got new and you got pre-owned. And let me explain something to you. The pre-owned animal is far more challenging than the new car side. And I'm sure everybody would agree. The new cars is new, nobody's driven it. It's pretty standardized. But when you get to pre-owned, you got to be a beast in that. And one of the other gentlemen that I have on here, Andrew Helvey, is just that. He's a beast. He works at, for what I'll let him tell you, but he's another hitter. We call him Hat Trick Helvey, because this man is going to give you every month at least 2 hat tricks. I know one month, I think one of his months, I want to get 4 hat tricks in 1 month, which is just outrageous when you're rocking like that. So, Andrew, do me a favor, man. Share with us about what makes you work and what makes you tick. What is it that makes you Hat Trick Helvey, my brother?
Well, there's a couple of things. There's a hashtag on every car that I sell that says I outwork the win. And I came up with that concept a long time ago, just like you, when I first came into the car business. I was successful as far as selling cars. I started on the Thursday. My first Saturday was a hat trick. I sold 3 cars. So at that point, everybody in the dealership was done talking to me, because they're like, okay, this guy hat trick, and it's Thursday selling cars. So hat tricks is about organization, stacking people up. In the morning, it's coming in the afternoon, it's coming in the evening, and you to close those. They come in on a 2000. Ultima with 60,000 miles in it. That's pretty much the part of their business. The needs assessment and all the things that I do, if I flip them to another car, the ones that I built, paying out for what they want, it's used cars. You know, I can't take them up and down from a, you know, to meet a payment. They're there, they want to spend $15,000. Got to dig deep and build the value. If it's my relationship with them, who are 6 service departments locally, or new car stores, so I build value with the service department. You know, to buy a Ford from me, pre-owned, I've got a service department I can continue the relationship with you. So in the used car market, it's about building value in the relationship and why they're there. Something I learned from you, Brian, is what they came to do doesn't make sense for them. And if we walk into that conversation, this is the part that makes sense for you, and can we reach an agreement on it? So 20 used cars. I was at a new car store, Kia store. It's a different experience. Used cars, you got to be strong. You got to be able to hold. You can't fall to the pitfalls of you know, everybody just wants to think about it when it comes to used cars. I meet them on the lot. The first thing they say is, "Oh, we're not here to buy a car today." And what I say to them is, "I've sold two today. I'm tired of doing paperwork, so can I just walk around with you?" And people will laugh. It'll break that ice. And then, you know,
You know, that's a good brought up. And anybody that's on here that works at a dealership, a lot of times people get really flustered. And fellas, chime in whenever you feel like it. They talk to a customer, they go to greet them, and the customer says, "Well, wait, I'm not buying anything today." And what most weak salespeople do, and if this is something that you do, I apologize. I'm not trying to call you weak. But what most weak salespeople do, they'll say, "Okay, well, I'll be over here. When you find something you like, come find me." So think about what's happening. You got a sales rep telling the customer to come find me so that I can try to help you buy a free. You heard what Andrew said. He said, "Look, I've already helped 2 people today. I'm tired of the paperwork. Can I just walk around with you?" One of the things that I share people is to say, you know, no, I'm not buying a vehicle. It's like, you know what, great. You know, let's do this. Let's just make it an information day. That's what most people do. So what information, you know, what vehicle can I get you some information on? Because in order to make an educated decision, guess what you need first? The information. And watch what will happen to a customer when they say, "Hey, listen, I'm not buying anything." You know what? I hear exactly what you're saying. So let's do this. Let's just make it a day. That's a lot of people do that. So what vehicle can I help you get some information on? Brandon, how do you ever a customer you know, tells you right off the bat they're not buying anything today, they don't want to do anything?
Well, I think the biggest thing, the first thing I say is why, you know, and then usually the reasons
Brandon?
for not buying today. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. The biggest thing is, the first thing I always ask is why, you know, especially when we're going on the test drive and all of that stuff. I want to know why. And usually their explanation or their objection is not anything that can't be overcome. Usually it's like, "Oh, well, we don't have our title yet," or, "Oh, my husband isn't here," or "My wife isn't here." And those are the ways that you can figure out how you can put a deal together. I always say the most rewarding statement that you can hear is, after you make the deal, the first thing they say is, "Oh, we didn't expect to buy a car today." That means I did my job the right way. You know what I mean? Because that means we've gone through the process. I follow the rules to the sale. You know, I'm switching license plates now, and you know the things that stop them from buying today are usually, "Well, we don't have our title here," or, you know, "My husband is here." Like I said, just small things that aren't things to overcome. So usually when they say, "I'm not buying today," it's like, all right, well, I'm going to work with you, like you say, provide the information. But it's always, that's always at the back of my mind that, hey, they're not buying today, but everything else is like, okay, what can I do to make them buy today? How can I inform them enough to say, okay, you know what, I'm going to make the right decision. I'm going to buy from Brandon, you know? So that's my goal.
DB, you being now again, folks that are watching this, whether you're watching it on the recording or whether you're watching it live, let me explain something to you. When you get building the skill to be in great leads and become extremely valuable to your organization, that's number one. Okay. Number two, hold on, I want to make. Number two is you begin to really set the stage for yourself. Understand something. When you're driving your own business, guess what? It's a lot easier for you to set up your month, for you to be able to calculate the amount of money you may be able to generate, all of these things. And so, Deric, number one, you know, I want to know what it is that you say after you worked your magic and you got the stream of people that are either calling, messaging, or coming in, or you go out there to greet somebody and they tell you, hey, listen, I'm not buying anything today. How do you go about handling phone first and then in person? Because I know a lot of people, when the customer says on the phone, hey, listen, you know, I'm not really that interested. Now, they submitted information for a lead. They said that it was a vehicle that they were interested in. They picked up the phone, but then they tell you they're not quite sure about coming in. So, Deric, how do you handle it over the phone when they tell you that and in person?
You know what's crazy is, bro, I actually stole your line.
I put you on the spot, didn't I?
Yeah. Nah, you know what's crazy is, Patient day at the end of the day. I'm on the phone. You know, hey, I hear you all day. It sounds like you know, hey, I hear you all day. Objections down directly with one of my managers here for an information. We'll walk you through the process. Not a problem whatsoever. We can test you. Perfect. I want you to purchase. I want you to sleep on it. Think about it. I want you to proceed with the day after. You already have all your information. Just tell us when you have it cleaned up. When you do that over the phone, that takes all the pressure. Now, the reality is, when they come in the dealership, you know what I'm saying, grass park. We're going to do everything possible to handle like that. But what happens actually on the dealership, hey, I'm not here to purchase today. Who just just to get information. With all this stuff on YouTube.
Your mic is going out.
It's still going out?
Your mic is going in and out for some reason, DB.
Still going out? Let me,
I can hear him.
You can hear me? Okay.
I can hear him.
You can hear him fine? Okay, go ahead. My fault. That's probably my choppy stuff over here. Go ahead, Deric. They said they can hear you just fine. He sounded good, Andrew. No problems?
Yeah, I'm just getting a little feedback.
Okay.
So, but yeah, man.
All right, there you go. Go ahead, DB. I apologize. That was me.
When they come in like a person, right? I don't believe them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm just here to, you know, BS. No, you're not. Because all the information's on the YouTube, the corporate market. There's no. You can do your research at the crib. When you hear, you ready to buy. And the thing is, it's either it's either sell or be sold at that time. I'm gonna say probably that same. You know what? I'm just gonna go over, give you all the information. Did you find enough to make a buying decision? If not, talk with you a little later. You know what I'm saying? But I still am gonna walk through the exact same process. Right? But I still am gonna walk through exactly what vehicle, I want to spend as much time as possible. If you don't want to needs assessment, then go to the test drive and straight on to the rest of the sales. That's it. There's no just a little small work put in place to BS put in place to
Real quick, I just wanted to just jump in and say something. So typically when I get an internet lead like DB has, when DB has a customer he wants to come in, as a salesperson, what I do is I make sure that even if they're considering a car somewhere else, I want to make sure that I stand head and shoulders above the salesperson at the next dealership. So when I get into the store in the morning, the first thing I do is I check the appointments I have, and I'm sending a video of myself in the car.
That's huge.
Because that's sending them saying,
now,
hey,
how
the
long
car
does that
is here,
take you to do that?
and you know who you're looking for when you get here.
How long does it take you to shoot a video and send that email to that person?
5 minutes.
Did you hear me, Brandon?
No,
You said how long did it take?
5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes could literally make you 500.
You said how long did it take?
Yeah, well, how long? 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Right? Now, Andrew, knowing that you are in that pre-owned world, which means that all the vehicles on your lot, unlike at a new car dealership where you know, okay, we got this, we got that, every day and every week, your lot is changing. And I've seen your lot. I've trained at your store. So I know you guys get really good quality CPO. And for those of y'all who may be confused, certified pre-owns. And so what is it you do, Andrew, as far as for customers that you may talk to on the phone, as far as involving the vehicle? Do you take any videos? Do you send any pictures? What do you do when you setting up your appointments?
I'm glad the gentleman brought that up. We use a platform called COVID. And my dealer group's process requires within the first 3 minutes of getting a lead that I send them a text pop in with that video of myself saying, "Oh, I've been signing you. I'll be helping you." So they've got to either answer the question yes or no. And then they video of me saying, "Hey, I'm the one who's going to be taking care of your opportunity." The second video that goes to them is an actual video of the product they've inquired about. So out of the lot, I've got some keys, I highlight a couple things on the vehicle, give a little bit, not too much information on the stop, and then I'm putting a lot of stuff forward. And I sold the car, first car I sold this month was Auto Trader Leader's email address only. So the whole video engaged telephone number, telephone call, which set an appointment. That shows, that's another important thing with these appointments with the BDC world is, you know, let's set 100 appointments today, but are you effectively setting appointments that are actually going to show up? So I've got them engaged. They know what the product looks like. They know what I look like. So when you come to the dealership and meet somebody else, you see that video like, no, I'm looking for Andrew, and the car's ready. A lot of times I will have the car out front for them before they show up, and something, you know, you highlighted on a video I watched the other day. I want to make sure it's got fuel in it. I want to make sure that the lawn guys didn't chip the dent in the windshield that I'm going to have to go. So I compare when you show up to my store for your appointment on the product that you're interested in, and it removes a lot of the work for me because you're there to see that F-150. You've already seen it on video. You already know that I'm a good guy to deal with. And when you come in, it's once something you highlight people into something that makes sense to them. So I'm blessed. I get internet. I get I hate to say that, but lot traffic. Ah, man, you can have that. That's. I want to come in. My 15-year-old daughter wants to drive 5 cars today because she's turning 4 months. That's a get you. COVID put everything on the digital marketplace, the digital platform. So if you're not using your phone, email, some type of video to get in front of you're going to be sitting there staring and arguing leads on the computer. I see people do it in other stores. They sit there with a screen full of leads arguing. I'm on phone call number 15. I'm on email number 13. I'm on code video number 4. Trying to engage the customer. So it's that video is a big part of what I do, especially for pre-owned.
It is. And guess what? Anybody that's watching, since I got these heavyweights on here, we will be taking phone calls in the event that you have a question. I'm talking about whether it's about how to drive leads, you know, how to close, and we're going to get into overcoming objections because that's what it's all about. And a lot of people have been popping in for. And I'm known for running my mouth too long when people really want me to get to it and do it. So if you do have a question, call in. The number is 904-438-8556, and we will do our best to answer any questions that you may have. Because now as we transition, you know, these gentlemen have got years in the game, and combined what we have right here on this show is an average of about 25, 27 units a month. That's what these is combined. About 25 to 27 units a month. And we're talking about right now, not prior to COVID, right now. So if you work at a dealership and you're around that 8 to 10 mark, or you're around that 12 to 15 mark, or you're around that 17 and you want to know how do you push through that ceiling, now is the time to call us. Because I myself, and everybody knows my story, you know, I've been around this business nearly 20 years. And like I said, started out, I sucked. My very first year, I stumbled to $43,577. And remember it like yesterday, because I really thought I was rich. I thought I was rich, right? And I sucked. And I had a veteran in my store that gave me a copy of the first real book I ever read. And it was Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And it changed me. My second year in the business, I grossed a little bit over 101,000. And by my 6th year, I was a little bit over 140. And then I sold my way out and evolve to what it is that I'm doing now due to popular demand and request. So is it possible for you to make right now $10,000 a month, even in the circus? Yes. These men right here are living proof that it generate business and drive leads to yourself. Yes. This gentleman, Deric Bumber, Andrew Helvey, Brandon Kaufman, these men do it every single day. And on another scale, you know, I still use the same methods that I used when I was at the dealership right now. So let's see here. We got, let's see what we got.
The process ain't changed. The technology has.
Press 1 to send a voicemail.
The process ain't
All
changing.
right,
Technology.
we got a call right now. Jermaine, what's going on? We got Jermaine on the line. I don't know if y'all can hear Jermaine, but I'll repeat his question. Jermaine, this is Brian Maxwell, and you are on live.
Oh man. Hello to everyone. Big fan of you, Brian Maxwell. I watch a lot of your videos. You know, I've done the techniques. I bought the training. I applied it, everything, man, and it's working for me. Appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, man. It's people like you that make this worthwhile.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm watching the live right now. I jumped in, and I just had a question. You know, I was wanting to ask some of the other guys, how do you know, stay consistent with the sales? You know, I may have a good month. One month I may hit 16, 20, and the next month I'm down to, you know, 10, 11. You know, I was just trying to figure out how I can just stay consistent month in and month out, you know, and knock it down. I was trying to see how you guys did.
Could y'all hear his question?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I heard it.
You know, how do you guys stay consistent?
Okay.
How do you guys stay consistent by making, you know, 20+ sales every month?
Okay, they heard your question. All right, go ahead, fellas, help them out.
Can I take this one first?
Man.
Sorry, I got my kids in the
All right,
background.
go ahead. Who's gonna tackle that one?
I can. I'll take it first.
That's all good, man. Hey, listen, let your kids shine. You know, put them on the camera. Who's gonna answer that for Jermaine? Andrew, you gonna pick up on that?
I got it, Brian.
We'll let everybody get at that.
I got it, Brian.
Okay.
And I love this one because I learned it from another person in the training space. That fella right there, tomorrow, grab you a piece of paper. I love this one. Grab you a piece of paper.
I learned it from another person in the training.
Put 1 through 25, get to 100.
Piece of paper.
This piece of paper, you fill out 100 cars, buying or selling opportunities, 100 names. And if you're at the dealer average, the nation average, 20%, you're going to sell 20 cars. But you need 100 names on a piece of paper with the email address, some type of opportunity about a car.
Email address.
Once you fill it out with 100, if you can basically close at an average 20%,
Fill it out with 100. If you can basically close at an average 20%,
CB, you want to jump on that and how he can stay consistent money in and money out?
Yeah, man. So my process is I think it's simply not on more traffic that comes out, like that comes to the because you know what the dealerships market, maybe they didn't, maybe it's right. I think learning how to generate your own traffic. Important to build how to generate your own traffic. How you remain consistent. When I started out, there were two guys who were I always looked up to Reverend K. Month in and month out, you know, 20 cars. And it was funny because as I unlocked they just sat at their desk and they followed up with their customer. And I didn't have the time to be able to do that Rolodex, ask customers, and follow up and check in, pull referrals. It had was Facebook. Adding people on that were you know, people who came in and that I sold and adding their lines that better flock together and posting consistent value. And okay, cool. The Nissan Altima is just total walk around on exactly different types of features that are live. Different types of features. You know, doing comparisons. That's similar to, you know, doing comparison. We do a comparison video with these two vehicles by side. We do a comparison video with these two vehicles by side. More people that consult. And again, like I said earlier, more people that consult. That's experience and just not saying how great, let my customers speak for me and make that delivery towards that. So where folks expect if we're going to do a live deal and they're going to making that a live deal, they're going to they get a car from me, they're excited about it. They get a car from me, used to it, Tom, Dick, Harry, Ford, whatever, Harry, Ford. But I think that's the answer. Just branding, generating your own. How you get that? Generating your own. Being forced to relate what the plot's going to provide. Being forced to relate what the plot's going to provide.
Yep. And Brandon, what do you think? What type of advice can you give him on being more consistent month in and month out?
Well, I always say, most of the time the work that you put in is not going to be immediate. So it's a long-term deal. So my thing is, I heard some of you guys, what you were saying, but, like I said, with the children in the background yelling, it's being on Facebook every day, posting a video or something every day, whether you're giving them a tip on preparing for winter, or if you're selling a vehicle and you're putting that video on Facebook or Instagram and TikTok and all of that. But then I also go deeper than that. So usually when I get in a rut, I'll take $20, $30 and I'll break it down into $1 bills. And I'll staple it to a business card, and then I'll put it in places that are, that you can put an ATM card. So then when somebody goes to put their credit card or debit card in there, they take my card out, there's $1 on it, and it's like, well, I am looking for a vehicle. I'll give this guy a call. My lead referral driver, I've met her through that. I mean, I've given her over $2,000 in referral money from doing that. When I go to Starbucks, I may pay for my drink, but then I'll pay it full for everybody in the drive-thru. And I'll tell the baristas, hey, give them a card. Now, it's not an immediate thing where I'll get somebody that'll come back around tomorrow, but in a month or a month and a half, it may work. So that's what I've used. And like right now, I'm wearing my billboard. I got a T-shirt on that says, seriously, I sell cars. And then on the back it says, if you're looking for a car, ask me. And I've gotten customers that way too. So, I mean, it's just always about being at the top of people's minds when they're looking for a vehicle.
It's about being at the top of people's minds when they're looking for a vehicle.
Awesome. And let me put in my 2 cents if y'all don't mind. When it comes to consistency, it really boils down to a mentality, because we cannot control the weather. We're unable to control how many people are coming in that day. We can't even control what type of inventory. But the one thing that we control each and every day, that says from the moment that I leave my home, I realize I am getting ready to go into the game, and that I'm expected to play and perform until the game is over that day. So what that means is that having a set routine that you do day in and day out, meaning, if you've ran through the database leads, salespeople think of the department and requesting ROs, or looking at people whose warranties may be getting ready to expire. Imagine a customer whose warranty is about to expire, who now, if anything happens with that vehicle, has to pay an out-of-pocket expense. But if you can come and save the day and put them into a new vehicle, back up under coverages, and try to keep their payments reasonable, and of course we know reasonable means it's going to be a little bit more, but that peace of mind could be priceless. Or I heard Brandon start talking about it. People have no idea that you can take $20 and invest that into Facebook ads. Have that ad so targeted that it's going in front of only people who have an particular brand, of a particular age bracket, in a particular zip during a specific time. So as far as being able to stay consistent and get yourself in front of people, there is a ton of ways to do it. But most people just don't know. They go to YouTube looking at this, might go to Instagram looking at that, might go to TikTok and check out Gary Vee, when in reality, you have to have a streamlined process. McDonald's is one of the biggest companies in the world. Everybody knows who McDonald's is. But ask yourself this, knowing McDonald's as popular as they are, why are they in front of you in your radio, your TV, and your social media 24 hours a day, 365 days a year? They are always in front of you, even though everybody knows who they are, because they understand the general public has ADD. And they know that staying in front of you, when you do get hungry, who you gonna call, or who you gonna think about? Mickey D's. Okay. Now I heard one of y'all laugh. Who was that that
makes sense,
because it's the truth.
Yeah,
It makes sense.
Salespeople, DB, one Facebook post, and man, that don't work. And I say, no, you don't work.
Yeah.
That's
And
it.
Brandon said something earlier.
That's it.
And real quick, Drew, then I'll let you get it. Brandon said something earlier, and let me make sure you understand this. If you are going to utilize your social media, number one, create an independent dealer page.
Boom.
You can go right within your Facebook the one that you have, you'll just create a page. Create a secondary page, because if you like to hang, you got certain political beliefs, you don't want your customers prejudging you based off of that, okay? So you want to create your dealer page. That's number one. And number two, anytime you are sharing information to your social media page about what it is you do, you should never just be spammy and always just posting great deal, great deal, great deal. They will tune you out. Brandon said that when you want to share tips, how to maintain your vehicle during the winter, you know, how to utilize certain features, how to get the most out of thing that the vehicle comes from. When you become a useful resource, people will begin to look for you. Pay attention, and I use the method. If you want to know if it works, you're here watching this right now. Why? Because of quality content that I put out, that Deric puts out, that Brandon puts out, and that Andrew will be putting out as he starts putting himself online. That's why you're here watching us, because we put something out there and you said, you know what, I like that. I believe in these guys. And guess what? Like the gentleman that just called, he's downloaded and used the Dominate at the Dealership sales training program, and it flat out works. Okay, so he took a process that works, implemented it at his store. Now he just wants to know, how can he consistently maintain that? One of y'all want to chime in? You go ahead.
Don't let the one thing that's consistent about you is being inconsistent in your daily process.
The one thing that's consistent about you is being inconsistent in your daily process.
It's that simple. I wake up the same
Break
time
that
every
down.
It's that simple. I wake up the same time
But I wake up the same time every day.
No, I was saying, break that down for him. Let him know what that means.
Well, if you're constantly finding yourself inconsistent and not hitting your goals, then the only thing consistent about you is your inconsistency. First guy I ever worked for told me this the first day I started. He goes, "You got 2 ears, 1 mouth." And he said, if you're not selling cars, it's you. If you're not willing to fix you, you're simply not selling cars. So you got to be able to figure out what's working for you, figure out what's not. I wake up, I step in at 5 a.m. every day. I do a certain amount of personal stuff between 5 and 6. Between 6 and 7, I'm getting ready for the day. I drive into work. Dealership opens at 9. I'm there at 8 o'clock. I don't have a service car. I don't have a lease department. I don't have anything. I just show up early to get the lot ready, to get myself ready. And I go out on Facebook Live and I do my lot walk live because I've always got my inventory. But for the one guy, just show up every day with a consistent process, from how you put the customer, your test drive route, how you close deals. Just stay consistent. Even at first, if it doesn't seem like it's working, the consistency, the second nature, and the muscle memory of it is going to give you the opportunity to sell cars. Out in front of opportunity, stay consistent with your process, however it is, whether you're doing head, phone, or lotto. Believe in the process.
You know, the one thing I've always realized when it comes to improving, it's like when you look at old content compared to the content you do now, you create. That means you've improved. You understand what I'm saying? Like the first videos that I did 6-7 years ago, when I look at those videos, it's like, man, that's a bad looking video compared to what I do now. And that's showing that you're improving. That's improvement there. You've made those steps. You've made those changes. You've made those tweaks. And like you said, it's all about being consistent. Every single day, whether I sell a car or not, I'm going on social media doing something. Because you never know who's looking for a car that day. And the day that they're looking for a car, they're like, what's that guy's name? The guy that made the video, what's his name again? What's his name? And then if I don't have a video up there, they go somewhere else and they buy a car. It's kind of like during the Super Bowl, you watch those commercials and you laugh at them, but then you don't know who put the commercial out. But then when you see it 2 or 3 times, it's like, oh yeah, that's the Doritos commercial. And that's how you have to be when it comes to having a presence on social media. You can't just put one video out and expect to reach the masses by one video. Now, yeah, you may go viral, but usually the people that go viral have put up 30, 40, 50 videos before one of them finally hits. You don't go to the gym one day and expect to lose 50 pounds. You gotta be consistent with it. You know what I mean? So that like he was just saying about being consistent and having that workflow and knowing that like clockwork, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. That's what you got to do, man.
This is what I'm going to do. That's what you got to do, man.
I want to add to that too real quick.
I love it, brother. I love
I want to
it.
add to that too real quick.
Go ahead, DB.
Pay attention to the folks who are like uber successful. You know, and like it's all about their process and they have their process. You know, the markets to even the top salesmen, Ali and Marado, and they all have a set process. When I see someone who's operating at a high level or that I want to pay attention to just what they say, what they do, and success loses. So I'm with it all day. That rich point. I think that I'm also with the big thing that follow up. I think that I'm also with the big thing that talk to. You know, and the one consistent thing about follow up. You know, and I think that as we've gotten to the microwave, where obviously so readily we don't want to follow the lead or prospect more than like one of the top operators in our company, a guy named he was before this COVID stuff kind of slowed him down a little bit, but 40 cars a month. He was thinking like, as I was sitting there, and bro, I met them 6 months ago. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, what salesperson you think wants to hit follow with a person? They're ready to make that buying decision. But you know what I'm saying? Those top operators never stop reaching out and staying in front of those people. You know what I'm saying? Those top operators never stop reaching out and staying in front of those people.
That's it. I love it. I love it. Well, now, real quick, because we got, just a few minutes left. I'm not going to hold everybody too long. I know I hear kids in the background. I know Deric, got the Uber Eats coming. Andrew patiently waited as we pushed this thing back an hour. So, and then I literally burned dinner. My fiance pre-made everything. And all I had to do was put it on the stove, and it started boiling over a little bit. And I tried to get creative. So she's sitting on the couch, pissed at me. But I wanted to make sure we got this thing done. So when it comes to objections, there's 5 common objections.
Follow the road to the mill.
I know. I surely lost that. I tossed that. I lost that. I did the man, and it was pre-made. How do you screw up a pre-made meal? But if anybody's gonna do it, Brian Maxwell did it. But when it comes to objections, briefly, fellas, there's 5 common objections that fall under either price is too high, one more for the trade, want to shop around, want to think about it, and need to speak to my spouse. Anything else falls up under those. Anything else that they say falls up under those. So as briefly as you can, tell me how you handle objections when you hear them. Do you hear them and you got rebuttals that are set up to go out there? Or is it not about rebuttals with you? It's about really just, I call it the reduction to ridiculous, where you go into education mode. And on this one, I'm gonna start with you, Andrew.
I don't mind objections. I don't mind engaged in the process. I see objections as opportunities. I've seen enough situations with different cars that I know what's coming. It's either going to be the price, it's going to be the payment. But if I've done my job correctly out there on the lot before I got the test to do numbers, before I'm doing that process, I usually don't run into those. Because before we come in the building, we completed the vehicle and the property. I sell the sizzle, not the steak. So when you come in, it's just about putting it together. Objections. I hear price objections all the time. Oh well, on Auto Trader, your competitors got the car here. I'll use all those tools, Auto Trader, Car Gurus. I'll use that listening around to show them that I am on the best price in the market. That the vehicle that they're looking at is one of the options mine don't have. If it's a payment option, we step them up and close them at the end of the day. If you like the car and I've the correct sizzle on the steak, then you're willing to pay a little bit more for that sizzle than they were before. It's in the moment. I've seen enough
seen enough objections.
Just kind of react. It's a second instinct. I'm built depending on the customer, price objection, payment objection. Is the payment objection because they're embarrassed about the credit and still debt situations? They can't think they were 700 and wound up losing 620, so the interest rates are higher than what they think they deserve. So you gotta kind of have that conversation. Any of them can be overcome with proper word text, but you got to see enough opportunities. These two guys here have seen a lot of opportunities, as I have, and you got word tracks. You don't try and act too hokey with it, but you react to it. You don't pucker up as the first objection. You expect it. It's resistance. It's not objecting. You're just resisting to what you're trying to do.
Yep. All right, DB, tell us, man, how do you handle them?
So, I'm actually in agreement with my guy there. I'm actually in agreement with my guy. You do properly in the first portion of the sale. That's the proper needs, because if you do it well enough, you find out what and can mitigate what they even have. As price questions are more important. Payment questions are more important. The vast majority of people are going to be making, finance, paying cash for a deal. Typical steps, man. You kind of got to run into an issue. You got to stop. And really kind of got to run into an issue. You got to stop. What you find more often than not is just a knee-jerk reaction to what you're trying to put out. They thought they were buy a car today. Here we are sitting at the Of course, keeping it personal. My favorite three
words. Ain't that a great feeling?
My favorite three words are always, you told me. Oh man, the price is high. Well, you told me that you had to have. Always try to have an vehicle that's not always right with that vehicle that's not like one. Look at the options here. Which one would you prefer? The one that you afford, or the one would you prefer? And today, my thought is if I'm going to pay for something, you understand at the end of the day. So I watch a lot of Jim the other day. So even though he's more so on the finance, our positioning is huge. I try to set myself up knowing the common objections that are like, so then the way I arrive, I try to set myself up knowing the common objections. Lower tiered vehicle, right there that they've test driven before they even looked at that really came in. So the price comes in here. Hey, no problem. You're going to be making those payments. Take a look. Here with the fit exactly. Oh, you want the nice fit exactly. I'm not much of a negotiator, honest. I'm not much of a negotiator. What are we going to do? What's wrong with the car? That's exactly where we're at. I want to go to Auto Trader. That's exactly where we're at. I want to go to Auto Trader. Or you found the perfect car. It's the perfect car, right? Yep. Let's go ahead and do this. Found the perfect car. It's the perfect car, right? Yep. Let's go ahead and do this. Sign. At the end of the day, if we're at that portion, it already makes sense. Just honest. It already makes sense. You just BS honest at this point. And you're just trying to slow the bill down, or trying to walk over me. You're just trying to slow the bill down, or be here. This wasn't what you were supposed to be doing, or what you knew you were going to do. You had the conversation or what you knew you were going to do. You know exactly how much you wanted to put down. There you go. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to talk about. Sign right here. You feel me? There's nothing to talk about. Sign right here. You feel me? My mindset.
And real quick, I apologize. I want to give some shout outs real quick. Shout out. And thank you, Amir. I want to shout out Edward Shaw. These guys are Jim Sox, John Bashir, Brad McKay, Lavon Shannon, Sean Jones, Kevin Hernandez. These are all folks that have been putting in comments. They say that they loving what you're hearing. Let me see. Thank you guys. Makes a lot of sense. Definitely going to start working on that list of 100. I needed to hear this. That was from Edward Shaw. Amir sends out and says, hey guys. Edward says, I'm out here barbecuing and burn some stuff just like me. All right, I'm not by myself. Brandon, please, man, bring us home and tell us about how you those objections. Don't laugh at me too hard, DB. Brandon, there was how you how you deal with those objections when they come up, man. Oh, is he gone? Brandon chime out? Okay, looks like we might have lost a connection with Brandon. But, you know, looks like DB just got that Uber Eats. And,
Right.
you know, that's very important so he can get his eat on.
Right.
We keep it real on here. And the playback. Okay, Deric Sales told me there is a little feedback. We hear the playback. Oh, there's some heavy feedback. Okay, I don't know where the feedback is coming from because my phone isn't even on. So next time we get together, because I like this camaraderie with these guys. Huh?
I think it's feeding back from your end with the sound
What'd
coming
you guys
in.
say?
I think it's feeding back from your end with the sound coming into your.
But I don't have any headphones on. Like the only sound I got is just my computer. No cell phone, nothing. But I'll work on that because I like the vibe there. Apparently the people liked it. And I'll work those King audio. But can I get a guarantee from you two guys that we can do this?
All day, bro.
All day.
Okay, good. And those of you that are watching this, that will watch it, thank y'all so much. And if you're wondering what this is on my wrist, my lady got me to start wearing this Fitbit thing. Well, I don't even know if it's called a Fitbit. It tracks my steps. You know, I myself, I don't trust these things, so I like to take it off as soon as I'm done walking. I don't want nobody else like, but you know, I think I did 1,000 steps today. So if y'all did, step y'all game up. But this is the podcast. This is the car business in the raw, and we're gonna be coming at you with a lot more of these episodes. As a matter of fact, Andrew Hat Trick Helvey has an episode where it's just him and I really breaking things down. That's gonna be premiering next week. And Brandon, the red shoe sales guy, him and I have already shot his episode. That too will be premiering next week. And I'm gonna get my man DB so that I can, him and I can talk, interview him, and get it up for you all. More than anything, I just want to show you all, I'm always going to be working to bring you the ins and outs and the outs and ins of how you can improve your skill set, how you can increase your output, and how you can maximize your income through this automotive industry. And let me tell you something, I've never seen anything else where you can have a high school GED, high school diploma, and for a few people, I met 2 general managers that didn't even have that. And you can honestly make $70, $80, $90, $100,000 a year or better. Not back in the day, right now. Yeah. So if you're somebody that like this information and you're ready to take your skills to the next level, I highly encourage you, at the bottom of the screen, you see that ticker where it says go to spore.us. And let me make sure I put that out here so y'all can see it. Go over, check out the Dominate at the Dealership online sales training. It's unlimited access. It is yours. You download it, goes to your phone, your computer, your laptop. You can look at it, listen to it anytime. You can download it, the PDFs directly to your phone. So no longer are you with a customer getting stuck. Listen to it on your Bluetooth on your way to the dealership. Listen to it when you're on your lunch break. And listen, the 100 success tips, that's included. Listen to that with your children, your significant other. The how to drive Facebook leads. Listen to that. Watch the videos. And if you're looking for additional help on how to drive business, Deric Bumber is one of the best that I know. Obviously, you know, his time is extremely valuable. And so make sure, matter of fact, let me out there put his number up there. So in the event that you are somebody, you are a general manager or a manager of a dealership, and you're looking to drive leads, reach out to Deric Bumber, okay? He'll definitely take you through it, give you some advice, and if you're really looking to take it to the next level, he can actually turn that spigot on. And if you are in West Florida, we're talking about Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Niceville, Crestview, and you are looking for a nice CPO, I want you to reach out to Andrew Hat Trick Helvey. He's one of the best there. Just go in and say, hey, I'm looking for Hat Trick. Where's he at? They'll point you directly to him. So let me make sure I'm up there so they'll know how to reach him. If you're in West Florida and you're looking for a nice certified pre-owned vehicle, reach out to Andrew Hat Trick Helvey. There's his number there. And those of you, everybody on here knows how. So again, go over to Spore, SPOAR.US. I have a special offer going. It's on, and just go check it out. There's over 12 hours of audio, video, training resources, PDF downloads, word tracks, everything you need to be a big hitter. Other than that, fellas, you got anything else you want to share before we get out of here?
No, that's it, man. Y'all just keep rocking and rolling out there.
Man, y'all just keep rocking and rolling out there. And kill it.
Have a great day tomorrow, and if it's not, wake up and decide to make it one.
Let's go.
Have a great day tomorrow, and if it's not, decide to make it one.
I know that's right, my brother.
Oh.
All right, y'all. Well, Brian Maxwell signing out, and I look forward to seeing all of you at the dealership.